Alrighty-roo, and cuckoo-ca-choo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. We're gonna continue on talking to Tamika and just sitting there fucking rambling about how, this is what it's like to be a gangrel and shit. But, yeah, I don't know why. I just... the more you know. It's not a good way to do that. That symbol in the back with the heart looks familiar. Cool. Anyway, let's move on. Huh? Of course I do. Of course I know Torque. Really? I do? I don't know that I know Torque, but if you say so. Do you know about his connections to Boss Callahan? And by proxy, to this list? And me? You look a lot darker. You're much more culty now. Maybe you're trying to like lay low, but it has the opposite effect. You seem like you would blend in more prior, and now you look like you're, well, up to no good, basically. Like there's a blood moon and shit, and you look like you're gonna sacrifice people, and that's not really what gang will do. No, I'm all ears. Well, too bad, because it's classified intel, sister. This is like finger guns. Like, okay. Well, thanks for bringing it up just to be like, do you know? Nope. Okay. Middle finger. Like, okay. Thanks? I don't... what do you say to that? Like... What do you mean by classified? Not free. Oh, okay. You want money. Jedi mind tricks don't work on Tardaryans. Is that what his species was? Only money. It's like, honestly, I think actually trying to pull some dominate shit or some sort of like presence or something on a gangrel would be difficult, because I get the feeling they probably have some pretty strong willpower, and they'll just be like, I'm just gonna bite you now. Like, you're going to be like, not with my normal vampire teeth, but like with like a partially like whatever animal of my choosing, probably a wolf, but maybe not. Like, I could bite you with a beak or something, and it will have supernatural damage. I mean, claws are, like, they have, like, first level Protean has claws that do aggravated damage, but I think biting, this, it's like, I'm going to bite you now. It's just funnier. Oh, great, as if I were in the position to, or could afford any sort of quid pro quo. But fine, let's hear it. Like, what do you want from me? Like, I don't really have money in this game. I don't even really understand the food, the eating thing. It just kind of happens when it happens. I don't even know if I'm low now. I could be, because it seems like there's a lot of darkness around my thing, but that might just be normal. I don't fucking know. What do you want? She motions towards the bodies. Oh yeah, no, there was a whole bunch of bodies. I just kind of... sort of didn't... I mean, maybe I talked about, but I think I just kind of like, whatever, you know. We're vampires, there's bodies. It's just another Tuesday. I've killed too many of these assholes. They're tightening the screws. As it is, New York City is no longer safe for someone like me. Well, not that it ever was. It's like, New York City is not... I mean, real talk, like I was saying, like... I don't understand how, like, yeah, no, there's, you know, the big park, you know, Central Park and stuff, and it is a big park, but it just doesn't seem like it's enough space for a gangrel. I just don't understand how maybe, like, I don't know if glasswalkers are, like, actually a type of gangrel, or that's like a werewolf thing. I think it's a werewolf thing. But I think there's a modern gangrels that are more like, oh yeah, no, we're like, you know, urban gangrels, and it's like, but mostly gangrels want to you know, run free. Run free. They want to, you know, that's what they like to do. So it's weird that I'm not saying that New York wouldn't have them. It's just, it's weird that from according to the last game, there was at least 2 or 3. You know, it's like that I got to know, and it's just like it's sort of weird. Pretty sure one of them ended up dying like a douchebag because he was just sucky. Yeah, he died, like, spoiler, I guess, for whatever, but I think he died, at least in my playthrough. And I was like, I tried to help you, you just suck. I don't remember exactly, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, it's just weird to have gangrels. It's like, New York just doesn't seem like a place for gangrels, like, in my opinion. I'm not a gangrel, I can't say what they do or don't do, but it just seems like kind of a weird choice. Like, are you from here? Like, are you a local? It just seems a strange choice, in my opinion. Oh man, bracing for something unreasonable. It's like, kill them. Kill them all for me. What do you want? What I need is a way out of the city. You offer that to me, I give you the intel you need. Can I just call Kadir and be like, hey Kadir, buddy, I need a favor. Will you take this fellow kindred? Not stating the... Gangrel or Camarilla, mostly. I mean, they technically are. I mean, they can always choose not to be, obviously, like any, but they were in the Camarilla, at least to my understanding. Like, more so than La Sabra, that's a new thing. But I don't know. Maybe they went back to just like straight Anarch. I don't fucking know, and I wouldn't judge them on it because honestly, the Camarilla kind of sucks, and it really isn't for the Gangrel. But also, Gangrel have low numbers, and it's better to kind of semi-toe the line as a clan and just be like, we don't really deal with that, we just sort of do our own thing, but I guess while we're here, we'll mention that we're here. I just feel like that so doesn't go with it doesn't vibe. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you I'm here. I don't give a fuck about you, and I'm not gonna do work for you just because I'm passing through. I'm literally passing through. Just, you won't even notice I'm here unless you go out of your way. I shouldn't have to announce my presence because you're just gonna ask me to do something to earn my keep, and it's like, I'm literally just gonna be here for like a week, maybe. Huh, would you look at that? That's something I can handle, actually. Yeah, like, she's like, wait, what? I think I can do that. I don't think that's beyond my limited scope of capacities and capabilities. That's a reasonable request that I could do. Wow. Somebody reasonable. Okay, cool. That's like, I can work with that. She raises her eyebrows, like, it's actually pretty difficult and important to her, so it needs to be done well. Just on, like, saying to myself. That's a surprisingly confident answer for a practically still a neonate. I mean, I am practically still a neonate, but I have a sort of official position that's mostly just, you know, it's mostly just, it's in title only, really. But I do get to annoy the sheriff a lot, and he's my friend. Not really, I just annoy him, but I get sad when he's disappointed in me, which is pretty frequently, and I enjoy annoying him. It's like a love-hate relationship where there is no love and there's not really hate. It's just like, it's more like a work tolerate thing. Like, I do the work and he tolerates me. Yay. I'm something of an immigration officer. That is one way to put it. I mean, okay, I mean, you're right. No, it's like, no, you basically are vampire customs. So, I guess I mean, it really works more like, it's not like a revolving door where you go in and out. It's mostly just them coming in. I don't think you deal with people going out, but it stands to reason that since you do the in, you can do the out, I guess, right? Maybe? Gotta say, you sound awfully close to a cop. Look at me. Look at me. Like, goth cop. That's a you know, e-girl cosplay that they haven't done yet. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying there aren't police officers out there that aren't goth. I'm just saying that really? Like, you think so? You think? I feel like that's not a thing that happens very frequently. Almost as bad, a bureaucrat. But tisk, ouch. Okay, yeah, I got jokes. I'll be here all week. You know, don't forget to, you know, tip your server and try the salmon. It's about to turn. I know of a secret pathway that would lead you to the West Coast. 100% safe travel. And if you took it, you'd be untraceable. Wait, what? Like, seriously? Do I actually... Do I? Because, like... That is... What is that? Is it magic? Like... That's a long distance thing. A secret pathway would not... You know, that's more like, okay, it gets you out. Like, how am I gonna get somebody to the West Coast from New York? It's a bit of a stroll. It's a jaunt. It's, you know, it's not a small little, you know, step or two. You can't just skip there. I'm like, seriously, like, trains? Like, is it magic? Like, do I know somebody who can magic you there? Because there are means of traveling via magic, but that's still like a big... okay. You tell me, Julia. Sounds too good to be true. Exactly. Like, what's the catch? It's like, wait until you see how much it costs. Okay. The only reason I know of this route is because a certain Nazi criminal group reached out to me on account of my position and offered a mutually beneficial deal regarding illegal kindred travel. Oh! So the Nosferatu have... Oh, okay. The Nosferatu have some sort of underground railroad, like probably literally underground railroad, but I'm tisk again. I'll be here all week, folks. Tip your server, try the salmon. Not the veal. Veal's terrible. Don't ever eat veal. It's a sin. It's a sin. Let's just move on. Normally I'd refuse, but they offered me the only thing that can buy me. A lot of cash. Nah, I'm sure other things can buy you, but cash doesn't hurt. Fine. Then money is not an issue. See, to me that's... Even for a gang girl, money's not particularly an issue. It's one thing I always misunderstood about, like, vampires in general. It's like, if you're a vampire and you've been around for more than, like, a couple decades, why don't you have money? Like, seriously, it's like, you know how easy it is just to, like, when you know that you're just gonna keep living, make some, like, figure out how to make some fake bank accounts. Just let that interest accrue. Just put some money away every now and then. Even if it's like, you just steal something of value and bury it like a bone somewhere. Come back to it, you know, like, it's accrued value because, you know, well, if you sell it at the right time, or it's something that was like, oh, you stole a painting or whatever, and put it away. There's all sorts of ways to make money when you have supernatural powers and all the time to let it accrue interest. You should never be for wanting of money. You don't have to be savvy capitalist, you know, Mr. Monopoly guy who I don't care about the Mandela effect. He had a fucking eyeglass piece thing. He had a monocle. That's a thing. It's a thing. It was a thing. It's not. People made that up. It used to be that way. It's not in this timeline. Deal with it. Calling it out. Putting it out there. I don't care. Now that's something I never had a chance to ever say in earnest. Okay then. Okay, so who helps who first? You should assist me first. Guess you want me to help you out first? It's like, what do I need help with? I don't even remember. You need to help me before I help you. Because otherwise you're just gonna leave. That's a vampire thing to do. You should assist me first. Then we'll figure out how to transport you out of the city. It's like, yeah, no. Because you want to leave. If I help you leave, then why would you want to help me? Why would you follow through? I need you to do that. That's like my hook. Hell no. Is this really the extent of your negotiation skills? Why would you think this kind of line would work? Because if you don't help me first, you have no reason to help me. I'm just supposed to take you on your word. I know that you're thinking the same thing, but it's like, literally, I'm trying to get you out so you can leave. When I negotiate that and figure all that out, once those details are done, I just tell you where to go and you're gone. Like, that's it. I need your help now. Then I get that fixed. I didn't. I just don't think either of us trust the other enough to afford the benefit of the doubt. It's an impasse. That's true. Let me think. It's like, look, I understand that maybe you don't trust me, and that makes sense. Totally understand that. It does sound too good to be true to get out and be gone. I told you it's going to cost you a lot of money, and I didn't say how much, but I should have. But money doesn't, like, that's not, they're not going to say that. I get that. But, like, let's say you help me and I don't help you. You're just going to rip me to shreds, right? Like, and try to figure out a way to get out then. Like, you could totally kill me. Like, 100%. Like, I'm too young and small to fight you. Like, I remember what you're capable from the last one. You're a scary person. My character doesn't know that from this one, but I know. And just, honestly, don't fuck with gangrels. Like, especially in VTMB, fucking evil gangrel playthrough is like, where you just don't give a fuck, and you just like, I'll just take all the, like, go ahead and send hunters after me. I don't care about masquerade violations. Just like, I'll just kill everybody. Just like, just let it go. Just like no humanity, just kill, let the basically werewolf out. But and then you wonder why everybody fucking werewolves. You know, like, yeah. She's lost in her thoughts for a moment, then speaks up. Have you met Torg before? I thought we already did we? Are we in a cycle? Are we in a circle? I wanted to, but on the Anarch side, I only managed to meet Mia, and she wasn't keen on the idea of two of us meeting. Yes, Mia. Her expression betrays she's got some vicious stories to tell, but it would be beneath her to divulge them. Too bad, maybe it could be a bonding experience. So here's the thing. A few months ago, Torque and I were together. Lots of things happened. Long story short, I no longer feel close to him. But from what I know, he still feels close to me. Oh, awkward. Okay. I didn't realize, like... man, I feel like I really should have played this closer to finishing the other one, because I really don't think there were that many different endings. And I don't think it really matters what your ending is, but I would at least have more context than I remember. Back when I thought there might be something between us, I gave him a ring that has a lot of sentimental value to me. And since these days sentimentality is all that keeps me going, I want it back. That seems fair. You know, like... Gangrels aren't ones for physical possessions. But if you have a trinket or something that's important to them, I would give it back. I would be like, oh, you want this? Okay, here you go. Have a nice day. Bye. Thanks. Please don't kill me. Like, it's not like gangrels are like super powerful or anything. It's just they're just not the type that I would want to make an enemy of. You know, like you don't really want to make enemies if you don't have to. But being a vampire is just by being one, no matter what. Like, doesn't matter what clan you are, you're gonna have, and you're a new vampire, you're a new kid on the block, you're gonna make enemies. You know, you're bully bait. That's what's gonna happen. But those enemies could be weak, or they could be somebody like Tamika. And I don't want somebody like Tamika to be my enemy. Because, honestly, she scares me. And she should scare my character. Like, she should legit scare me. Because she could kill me, like, right now. Like, my character, even after being 6 months or whatever, unless I'm, like, a particularly low gen, I know I just feel like she's more powerful than me, and definitely more skilled, and definitely has more ability to use her powers. I barely use my powers, ever, at all. This game is very much just reading, with some choices sprinkled in occasionally, and I don't know how much they actually matter, but it is what it is, and I'm still kind of enjoying it, I guess. I don't know. So my suggestion is, tell Torque's people I sent you to get inside his base of operations, meet up with him, ask your questions, and convince him to get my ring back. When I say it like I said it, that sounds really like reasonable, and like, oh, it's not even a big deal. It's like super easy, barely an inconvenience. It's like, oh no, I'm sure it's gonna be a hassle and a half. Like, I said it's super nice, and like, oh, it won't be a big deal, but I'm confident it will probably be annoying. You get it to interrogate him, then I get to have my ring back. Then you hear my side of the story, then I get to leave the city with your help. Everybody wins, more than once. That is very convincing. You're quite eloquent for a, you know, gangrel. Not as an incel. Just, that's, you know, it's probably not how things are gonna go at all, but that you make a good, it's like, good point, son, well made, you know, I'll take it. They will really let me in just because I tell them you sent me? It's like, or will they try to kill me because you sent me? That's what I want to ask. Inquiring minds like mine want to know. They will, trust me. That among the clans, you saying, a gangrel saying trust me is less dangerous than a lot of other clans saying trust me. I don't feel like gangrels are too big into lying and deceit and all that bullshit. That sounds too easy. What caused the two of you to drift apart? Oh, that's gonna be a long story that she's not gonna have time for, right? Pretty sure she's not. Irreconcilable differences in worldview. See how to say nothing by saying nothing while saying something. Vagaries. Blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Well, I assume so, but that's a diplomatic answer. If I'm going to involve myself in the relationship drama of two ex-lovers, I'll need something more to go on. That seems fair. Does that not seem fair? I think that seems fair. Will you? Like, yeah. She picks her words carefully. Okay, I'm going to end this because it's been for a minute and I'm not sure how long it goes, but I'm just, yeah.